Okay, so in the last video, we wrapped up with the backtesting step. We got this code from Gemini, we ran it and were left wondering if it would work. Well, in this part of the tutorial, we're finally going to find out what happens next. Let's dive in and see how it all plays out. And here we go. It worked. Cool. So, we've got more than 1,000 rows of data and 25 features, with the predicted signals added in. We started with $10,000, but ended up with only $9,792, so not great. We lost 2%. And we made 214 trades, which you can see in the chart, here below, green buys and red sells. And it looks like Gemini added a section to our code that outputs the last 5 rows and trades, which is apparently pretty standard in backtesting to quickly identify any immediate patterns or potential issues. Good thinking, Gemini. And as you can see, the last 5 rows show the portfolio value holding at $9,792 with no trades. As for the last 5 trades, we saw quick buys and sells with small profits and fees, but nothing that really moved the needle. Okay. So now, if we want to learn more about all of that, we can simply copy it and paste it to Gemini and ask what it all means. And as you can see, Gemini provided us with a pretty comprehensive breakdown of the backtest results. After going through it, we can identify key factors like the high frequency of trades and transaction costs that contributed to the loss. This analysis helps us pinpoint areas for improvement, such as refining the signal quality and adjusting the trading strategy, so we have a clear path forward for tweaking and optimizing the bot. If you want, you can check out all the details in the code I posted on my site, but for now, let's leave it at knowing that the current strategy isn't profitable. Our model accuracy is around 51%, which isn't great, and we made a lot of trades, which resulted in significant fees. Oh, and by the way, I don't think I've mentioned this yet in this part of the tutorial, but just to be clear, this is only for educational purposes. It's not financial advice. We'll be running this bot on a paper trading account, so there's no risk to our real money. Yes, that's important. So now let's finally dive into live paper trading. The goal is for the bot to trade every minute, buying and selling Bitcoin, if you haven't caught that already. We've already gotten some code from Gemini that was supposed to do this, but now that we've made some changes to the earlier parts of the code, we need Gemini to help adjust the live paper trading section to fit with the rest of the code that's already working. Oh, and yes, I know I just said the model isn't great, but for our educational purposes, it's good enough. We'll improve it later, but for now, we just want to focus on getting a working prototype. So, Gemini, can you lend a hand? And there we have it, lots of code, explanations, and info on what to do before running it. We'll check everything in just a moment, but first, let's copy and paste all of it into our notebook so everything is in one place. I'm also going to clean up this notebook a bit now, so I don't get lost in it later. Or at least, so I don't get lost even more. Anyway, here comes the cleanup. And finally we get to the part with signal generation and order execution, live paper trading. So let's copy and paste all of that as well. As you can see, we have some key assumptions here regarding our API, our function for calculating technical indicators, our XGBoost model, and a list of feature column names. We set all of this up in the previous parts of the tutorial, so with that in place, the adjusted code should work. At least, according to Gemini. We'll see about that. And that's it. So now let's see what Gemini has to say about the changes it made, what's important before running the code, and how to integrate it into our project. And here's a breakdown of the key changes and enhancements. Okay, and here are these critical points Gemini made for us. So as you can see here, Gemini wants us to make sure, before running the bot, that we're using paper trading with the correct Alpaca keys. We also shouldn't forget to double-check that the model and feature calls are set up properly, and that the create features function is working. We should confirm the Alpaca API is connected, and also adjust constants like symbol 2 trade and confidence threshold to match our setup. And, of course, we need to make sure we're using the right exchange and get latest crypto quote and rounding BTC orders to 7 decimals. Okay. Let's see if this is in the code. And yes, it is. It's here. Cool. So let's continue. For a real bot, we'd want to improve error handling, and using a scheduler like AP Scheduler would help keep everything running smoothly. Once all that's in place, according to Gemini, we're good to go. I hope it's right. But either way, it is quite impressive. Now we just need to integrate it into our project. So, to do that, we should take the get latest bar features and check and place trade functions and add them into our script. Then, we'll define the constants, like symbol 2 trade, right after we finish training the model. Finally, we should make sure the if name equals main block with the trading loop goes at the very end of the script, so it only runs when we execute the script directly, and everything's already set up and ready to go. So, what do you think? Will it work? I hope so. But, as usual, we'll find out in the next part of the tutorial. Or, if you want, you can try it yourself with the code from my site. It's totally up to you. I really hope you enjoyed this part, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. In the meantime, I wish you all the best, and remember, improve yourself, improve your business, improve the world, but also live and have fun. Yours. Super AI.